Kia ora. It's day 10 of Taking Action with Nate. It is Monday. So it's also quite late in the evening. It's like 9:30 p.m. and it's been another busy day. Running around doing errands. Today was a difficult day too because I only had like 2 hours sleep. I don't know what was going on, but I went to sleep at like 10 p.m, 10:49, woke up at like 1ish, and then struggled to get back to sleep. Got to sleep at like 4 in the morning, woke up again at 6, and then just couldn't really sleep pretty much throughout. And like the actual sleep time was only 2 hours 50. So part of the time was I was actually awake because I have sleeping problems sometimes. Did some errands in the morning. We spent a bit of time driving around. We had to drop off her graduation gown in the city, and we collected her friends' ones as well. So did a bunch of stuff, and then renewed license, went home, did some grocery shopping, did some cooking, meal prep, and then I just had dinner at like 7:45, which was a chicken piccata. I might pop it on the screen if I can be bothered. But yeah, today I'm just really low energy, just exhausted, man. I was just really tired. Meals. It's really hard to eat home cooked meals when you haven't done cooking and you also don't have time. So what I've noticed this past 3-5 days, we've just been like out and about constantly, and we just don't have time to, or we don't make time to cook food. So we did cooking tonight, and the meal should last us for the next couple of days, hopefully. So yeah, we basically have to buy food. So we had, yesterday we had Subway for lunch or something, and today we got Wendy's, just like a small chicken burger each, and then we shared chips and a drink. And then this morning I had a really small breakfast. It was like 3 Weet-Bix, so it's not great. I watched Darren Daly this morning, and it was about a success formula. It was like 3 parts that helped him become successful, and he shared 2 of them. The first one was about seeking the right knowledge. He kind of acknowledged that regardless of where he was, he needed to catch up on everybody else. So the first step to becoming successful for him was to seek the right knowledge, to kind of enter into any space with like a beginner mindset. And then the second part was seeking the right mentor. So basically he would find somebody that he resonated with and then just learn everything off them that he could. And then the third part is going to be shared tomorrow, so that'll be quite interesting to find out what that's all about. He reckons that it would have been a 10-minute video if he did all 3, so he just did the 2, and that was like 5-6 minutes. So very very useful. And then he talked about, in between that, he said that one of the important things that he tries to do is to set what he calls a minimum viable priority, I think. And it's like whatever your goal is for the day in a particular thing, the minimum viable priority, or I forgot what the P stands for, maybe plan, is to make sure that you do something rather than nothing. Because what he noticed is that a lot of people kind of have this mode. It's like it's either on or it's off. You're either a zero or a hero. You either work out 5 times a week or you work out 0 times a week. So what he was basically saying was that instead of having this like idealistic goal, and then if you don't do it, you're a failure, it's like, well, lower the threshold, and instead of trying to work out 30-40 minutes a day, maybe lower it down to like doing a 13-minute intense exercise. Or instead of trying to read 30 minutes a day or 40 minutes a day, just try to read 10 pages. So breaking every single goal down into like a micro level, so that even on the worst days, like when everything's just crazy and you're running out of time, you can still hit those goals. So that's something that I'm trying to implement myself for some of the goals that I have. So I know yesterday and the day before I talked a lot about measurements and trying to have a baseline, and I'm working on it. It's not a great day for that, so I'll move that on tomorrow. I'm also still fluctuating between trying to come up with like structure and, have a routine. It's hard to find the time of the day to do these videos. Like, I mean, for example, today, we were just out and about the whole time, and there wasn't really much time to pop out and do a video. I mean, truthfully, there probably is. It's just hard sometimes when you're really busy and you're kind of like, you look back and it's like, damn, it's already 9 o'clock, the day's gone. So I'm trying to figure it out. And I guess that's the thing, like when you start worrying about this kind of stuff, like for me, being a perfectionist, worrying about everything needing to be perfect, it's kind of what stops you from starting to begin with. So it's like, if you wait until you feel ready, if you wait until you feel confident, you're probably never going to do it. That's kind of the harsh truth of the matter, is like, you just need to, I don't know, some people maybe can do that. They can kind of just go all in and stay consistent, maybe. But I think more often than not, the hardest part is just starting and telling yourself, forget being right, forget, just do it. Just push record, start talking. And that's what I'm going to try and do every single day for the next 10 years and beyond, is to improve, just take action. And taking action is very ambiguous at this stage. It can mean a lot of things. Like, there's a lot of different goals that I have around health and fitness and finance and business and relationships and spirituality, and all kinds of areas of my life. I have big goals that I want to achieve, and I need to break those down like he talked about today. I need to break those down into, forget whatever the big goal is that I wanted to do today, break it down into the smallest possible step that I can take to still make progress, to still take action every day. And I think that's the key, is to not set ourselves up for failure, because, it's very easy to say, oh, I want to read a book 30 minutes a day. I want to do 10,000 steps a day. I want to sleep 7 hours a day. It's really hard to do that, especially when everything's going wrong. So you need like a backup plan, and a better backup plan than zero is to actually set a floor, so that you at least do something, then nothing. I think that's the key. So anyway, I'm just talking around circles. So I'm going to sign out. It's almost 10 minutes. I hope this has been of value. I don't know if anybody's watching. I don't think anyone is, and that doesn't really matter right now. But I hope this just goes to show that you can take action, and you can follow along with somebody who's just struggling, trying to do better, trying to take action every day, full of ideas, trying to execute. So yeah, stay strong. See you tomorrow. Cheers.